Welcome dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the differences and features of plate and pack column. So first of all we start with introduction. The typical gas liquid contacting operations include distillation, absorption, stripping, leaching and humidification. Distillation and absorption are two most widely used mass transfer operations in most of the chemical industries. Design of plate column for absorption and distillation involves many common steps that include determination of number of theoretical plates, column diameter, plate hydraulic design, etc. In absorption process, a soluble component is absorbed in liquid solvent from a gaseous mixture. The gas and liquid streams leaving the tray are in equilibrium under the ideal conditions. The separation in distillation is based on the relative volatilities of the components. Additional vapor phase is generated by the vaporization of more volatile components, that is called as stripping, and by condensation of relatively less volatile component called as absorption adds to the liquid phase. So pack towers or columns are also used as the contacting devices for gas absorption, liquid extraction and distillation also. The gaseous mixture is allowed to contact continuously with the liquid in a countercurrent fashion. The liquid flows downward over the packing surface and the gaseous mixture flows upward, so making the countercurrent contacting through the space in the packings. The performance of the column is strongly depend on the arrangement of the packings to provide the good liquid and gas contact throughout the packed bed column. The solute gas is absorbed by the fresh liquid solvent entering at the top of the tower, where the lean gas leaves the system. The liquid enriched with absorbed solute gas leaves the column bottom through the exit port. So if we consider the plate column and if we consider the features and drawbacks of the plate columns that are mentioned here. So first of all, advantages. So first advantage of plate column, that it can be designed to handle the wide range of fluid flow rates. So higher fluid flow rates can be handled in plate column. Next, efficiency of a plate column can be predicted with more precisely. So various efficiency calculation methods are available like Murphy efficiency, point efficiency, etc. The plate columns can be designed with more assurance on the liquid distribution. So we can assure about the good liquid distribution over the plate column. Next advantage is easy provision of cooling by providing the cooling coils that installed on the plates, and that is possible with the plate columns. Next, withdrawal of side stream is more convenient with plate column. Next advantage is easy cleaning is possible with plate column when the liquid cause falling by proper installing of manways. And last one is the liquid holdup is higher in plate columns. Though these are the advantages, there are some disadvantages also. The first disadvantage, when the liquid service liquid is causing falling with small diameter column, it is advisable to use pack column than that of the plate column. Next disadvantage of plate column is that it would be costlier if we have to handle the corrosive liquids, because the material of construction for such column is somewhat different, and that is the costlier one. Next is liquid holdup is higher in plate column, and that is not the favorable situation to handle the toxic and flammable liquids. Next, it is not suitable for handling the foaming system. So in foaming system, the mass transfer rate in the plate column would be affected. Next, the column if the column diameter is less than 0.6 meter, the plate would be difficult to install, and the plates are expensive also. Next disadvantage of plate column is the pressure drop per equilibrium stage, that is HETP, can be higher in plate column, and that is why plate column is not advisable in vacuum distillation. or vacuum operation. So if we consider here the plate column versus pack column, the advantages of plate column are nothing but the disadvantages of pack column, and disadvantages of plate column are nothing but why we use the pack columns. So they are acting vice versa to each other. So in next slide we will discuss the features of pack column. So pack columns are not suitable for very high liquid rates. With smaller diameter columns, it may be cheaper to use packing, as packing can be replaced when it becomes fouled. For corrosive liquids also, the pack column will be usually cheaper than the equivalent plate column. As I mentioned in previous slide also, for corrosive liquid we have to choose the material of construction accordingly. So the corrosive resistance material would be the costlier one. So the overall cost of the plate column would be higher than that of the pack column. In pack column we have the choices of material of construction like plastic, ceramic or steel plates. Steel packings can be possible, and that would be the advantages in pack columns. Next advantage of pack column is the liquid holdup is appreciably lower in pack column than that of the plate column. So this is the important when we handle the toxic or flammable liquids in the column, and we have to keep the liquid holdup as small as possible for safety reasons. Next feature of pack bed is pack columns are more suitable for handling foaming system. So the mass transfer rate is not much affected in pack columns if we consider with the plate column. And next one is the pressure drop per equilibrium stage, that is HETP, can be lower for packing than the plates, and packing should be considered for the vacuum operations. Next advantage of pack column is packing should always be considered for small diameter columns, say less than 0.6 meter, where for plates it would be difficult to install, and installation and manufacturing is expensive also. So these are some advantages of pack column over the plate column. So thank you for listening me patiently. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thank you.